there. The question, of course, is will declining a COVID-19 vaccine cost you more in life insurance? Well, Discovery Life has become the first South African insurer to consider COVID-19 vaccination in its underwriting processes. Will unvaccinated clients be considered as having riskier profiles, just as smokers are seen as higher risk? Well, Gareth Friedlander is the Deputy CEO of Discovery Life. He talks to me now about how Discovery is handling this. Gareth, thanks indeed for your time. So, will unvaccinated clients be charged higher premiums, or should we rather see this as an incentive for those who choose to get vaccinated? How are you framing this afternoon?
Thanks, Devan. I think we've all seen the devastating effects of COVID-19. From a life insurance perspective, we've obviously seen 70,000 deaths in the country, and many more than that. We expect or predict that there have been about 200,000 excess deaths in the country, most of which are likely to have been as a result of COVID-19. So it's had a huge impact on mortality rates across South Africa. The good news is that vaccinations work incredibly well. The evidence that's coming through is absolutely compelling. We're seeing about a 95% efficacy rate against hospitalization of COVID-19 vaccines. So you can almost reduce that COVID risk down to zero through vaccination. And when it comes to insurance, that's incredibly powerful. It means that vaccination becomes a huge risk mitigant, and knowledge of a client's vaccination status gives you the ability to assess risk far more accurately. That obviously works in both directions. So what we have introduced is the ability to reward clients for being vaccinated. We launched yesterday a new offer which enables new clients who have been vaccinated or who commit to being vaccinated to receive their maximum possible payback of their life insurance premiums in their first year. This means that clients can get up to 100% of their first year's premiums back. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, clients who indicate that they do not want to be vaccinated, we then reserve the right through the underwriting process to potentially load those clients' premiums based on their age and other comorbidities. So clients who want to be vaccinated will be rewarded, and some clients who indicate they are not keen to get vaccinated will be rated up in line with their increased risk associated with COVID-19.
Okay, so those clients do indeed face the possibility of higher premiums monthly. Does this apply to new clients or existing ones as well?
Yes, so this is only for new clients. Existing clients came in under their contracts, and we do not have the right to change those existing clients' contracts. So we're always looking to innovate based on new information, and we will be applying this to new clients going forward. Existing clients are unchanged.
So Gareth, I mean, essentially what you're saying is that you have criteria to assess whether a client carries more risk than others. How do you measure that against people who say it's their right not to get vaccinated? That might be a difficult balance, is it?
It's a very important point that you make. We absolutely acknowledge that everyone has the right to free choice and to decide whether or not they want to get vaccinated. We are incredibly supportive of the vaccination effort, and we believe that it's unequivocally a good thing for society, for as many people as possible to get vaccinated, reach herd immunity, save lives, and get our economy back up and running. But at an individual level, people certainly have choice, and we respect that. We are not forcing anyone to get vaccinated. We are simply applying a very well-accepted actuarial principle of rating based on risk, in exactly the same way that someone can choose to smoke or choose to engage in hazardous activities, and that may affect their life insurance premium. We see vaccinations in that light. We've always been one to look for ways to encourage healthy and safe behavior, and getting vaccinated, according to the statistics, certainly reduces your risk and therefore should come into the underwriting and premium rating decision.
Now, I know you speak for Discovery Health and not Discovery Life and not Discovery Health, but surely there will be talk between these two units because, you know, the client's more or less the same. If his medical aid is affected, one tends to make the reason that perhaps it has an impact on his life insurance. Is the same thing perhaps happening with your colleagues as well?
No, it's not. The difference between the life insurance industry versus the health insurance industry is that life insurance, this is a well-accepted concept that you individually rate clients based on their risk, whereas in the health insurance space, health insurance is community rated and there are regulations stopping this type of consideration from coming through. So there's no considerations to do anything similar in the health space. However, we are certainly trying our best to ensure that as many of our clients and of the population in general are vaccinated as possible, as that is certainly going to reduce the burden on the health scheme, on the hospitals, and the country as a whole.
Gareth, before I let you go, so we, in the third wave, some good numbers coming out, at least in the past few days. What's that impact been of the third wave on what's been happening on the claims front with life insurance? I mean, is it the same as we've seen in the first two waves? What's your sense at the moment in terms of how this will hit the bottom line?
It's early days. You know, obviously the death claims come in with a bit of a lag to infections, but we've certainly seen very high infections, particularly in Gauteng, as is well known, relative to the first and second waves. Early indications are that the mortality rate might be slightly lower than in the second wave, but it is very early to say, and we will certainly report on this as we move through the third wave over the next few weeks.
Discovery Life Deputy CEO Gareth Friedlander, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. Well, Braden, there you have it. I mean, the bottom line is that if you choose not to be vaccinated, there would be cost implications.
From an insurance perspective, many people need to know that. And I'm just wondering if other South African insurers will follow Discovery's route. We'll have to watch this space.
Yeah, I think typically it might just happen.
Thank you very much, Devan Murugan from the eNCA Money Desk.